Greetings and welcome, friend. Mr. Waddy. I am back and ready to do some algebra here. Parallel and perpendicular lines. They ask the question, determine which lines, if any, are parallel or perpendicular. Explain. So let's, to do this, let's find the slopes of these lines. Let's work with this orange line first. So I can find the slope. We'll do this using rise over run, and then I'll do some of the other ones using slope formula. So the slope of line A, I'll call that M sub A, is negative 1/3. Okay? Let's find the slope of the blue line, B. So the slope of B, I could do the slope formula, which would be like y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Right, you guys all remember in the slope formula, that's also negative 1/3. Hey, what do you know? Those slopes be the same. And let's find this last one using rise over run. So this one's going up, looks like 5 and over 2. So the slope is what I call 5/2. 5/2. So the question is, which are parallel or perpendicular? I think that A is parallel to B because they have the same slope. It is the back of 4.3, the last batches. Right? Camera on, you with me? You with me? All right, thank you. So, A and B are parallel. These kind of looked perpendicular, but were they? No, these were not perpendicular. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals, which we'll see coming up right here. So here we go. It says, write an equation of a line that passes through the given point. So I don't know, I could call this point like x1, y1 perhaps, and is perpendicular to the given line. Now, I don't care about this line's 6, that y-intercept there, because chances are my line is going to have a different y-intercept. All I care about this line is its slope, and the slope of line 1 is 4/3. What would the slope of our line be? Negative 3/4, right? The opposite reciprocal. We'll do these a couple different ways. How about I could use either slope-intercept form or point-slope form. Let's see if I can write the equation using slope-intercept form. So I'm going to plug in these values for my x and y as a combination that makes it true. I'm going to plug negative 3/4 in for m, and we will solve for b. So instead of y, I'll write negative 1. Instead of m, I'm plugging in negative 3/4. Instead of x, I'm plugging in negative 4 plus b. Negative 1 equals negative times negative is positive. 4's cancel out. That's just 3 plus b. Subtract 3 from both sides. How's your guys' algebra getting? You're getting good at the solving equations? We'll have plenty of practice these next few chapters. Don't you worry. Oh, b is equal to negative 4. So now that I know the m and the b, I can write my equation y equals negative 3/4 x minus 4. Now, I showed you guys Desmos as a tool to kind of like check your work. It shouldn't be used as your sole means of doing it because you kind of won't have it on the tests. And I need to make sure you know how to do these algebraically. Let's type in this first equation, y equals 4/3 x plus 6. So y equals 4/3, get out of the denominator, x plus 6. There we go. So there's my first line. That's a line for sure. What was the point that I wanted to pass through? It was like negative 4, negative 1. There we go. All right, so it's something like that. And I want a line that is perpendicular that goes through that point. And we claim that it's y equals negative 3/4 x minus 4. Watch as I type this. Y equals negative 3/4 x. That does look perpendicular. And let's see if my minus 4 works as a y-intercept. Bam! You sunk my battleship. Look at that. Direct hit, and it's perpendicular. That is gorgeous, friends. That's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, let's take a look at another one. Okay, this one, here we've got a point, x1, y1. I want to find the equation line perpendicular to the given line. Problem, the given line is like in no form that I know. I have never seen this place. Divide everybody by 2. I'm solving this for y. I get y equals 4x minus 3. Why is this helpful to me? Why is that helpful to us? Anybody? I need to know that equation's slope. Why is this helpful to us? Because this is in slope-intercept form, and I can now see that the slope is 4 for line 1, right? If I said that the slope was 8, I would have been wrong because that was not in slope-intercept form or point-slope form. That just wouldn't have helped me. So if their slope is 1, what is our slope going to be? Or sorry, if their slope is 4, it'll be the reciprocal of that, which is 1/4, and opposited. So -1/4. And instead of using slope-intercept form this time, let's try point-slope form. Either of these strategies work. All right, so that's why I might as well show you both. So let's plug in our point. We'll plug in our slope and see what happens. So I'll have y minus y1, so that's y minus 3, equals -1/4, parentheses, x minus a -3 becomes +3. So here's my equation in point-slope form. Did they specify what form it had to be in? No, they just said write the equation of a line. Technically, I'm done. However, if I wanted to convert that into slope-intercept form, do you guys remember what I would do? I would add 3 to both sides eventually. I would distribute first. You could technically add 3 and then distribute. You'd be fine. Y minus 3 equals -1/4 x, minus 3/4. And now adding 3 to both sides. Although this is a sad-looking 3 here. Yeah, it sounds like one of our HVAC system's bearings on its fan are, meh. Kind of meh. Yeah. So y equals -1/4 x, plus 3 over 1. Let's see, multiply by 4 over 4. It's going to be -3/4 plus 12/4. How many fourths is that? I think you said it. Maybe not. -3/4 plus 12/4. Once I have a common denominator, is, yeah, 9/4. So point-slope form was way nicer in this case. I think so. Let's see. I might have time for one more problem. All right, this one's a little bit more graphical in nature. We'll see. I might not have enough time for all this. We'll see. We'll see. I want the equation line that passes through the given point. All right, there's the given point. So that's going to be my, like, x1, y1. And let's do the parallel one first. Or no. No, let's do perpendicular. Maybe we did the parallel one the other night. I have no idea. So if I want to find perpendicular, I first need to find the slope of my given line. How do I find that slope? All right, so the slope here, if I do rise over run between two of these points, it's going down 4 and over 1. So that means the slope of their line is -4, and the slope of our line is, for perpendicular, going to be what? +1/4. And I'm going to plug this into point slope form again because I like it. I like it a lot. So let's see. So I'll have y minus 3 equals 1/4 parentheses x minus 4. The original, you could think about it as -4 over 1. But over 1, we actually don't have to ever write as a denominator. It won't end up getting in the way. And if I wanted to write this in slope-intercept form, we could distribute and then add 3 to both sides. Y minus 3 equals 1/4 x minus, what's a fourth of 4? 1, and then I could add 3 to both sides. Y equals 1/4 x plus 2. Alright, doobity-doo. Well done, friends. Thanks for watching. Adios.